All right, guys. The FA Cup finals happened. People have fired managers, and we're still here. This is Red Card Radio. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're listening from. Thanks for tuning in. Red Card Radio is a weekly look at English football, not necessarily just the Premier League, at least during the summer. My name is James. I support Arsenal. With me tonight, that's Brad. He supports Chelsea. Down below that, Sean. He supports Tottenham. Gentlemen, good evening. Hello. Good day.
Good day.
Brad.
Hey, mate.
What I'm seeing a note here that Brad's in charge tonight. Do you care to fill me in on that?
Oh no. That sounds like it's going to be the best podcast ever.
Sounds like we're making lists.
Of course we are making lists. That's what we do when I'm in charge, sir. And we make really long spreadsheets, okay? That's what I'm known for. Really long spreadsheets and lists. But tonight we are getting into the of the season awards.
Oh.
It's going to be a little bit of fun here. I made the list 3 minutes ago. And I got a little spice at the end.
You're supposed to leave that part out, Brad.
Oh, oops. Hey, in editing, can we cut that?
Oh yeah. We'll do that in post. We got that in post, yeah.
Awesome. First though, before we get into our first of the season, if you could hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, or subscribe on the podcast that you're listening to, share it with a friend, or an enemy. You know, we're cool that way. Just whoever you may share it with, as we are in Operation Trick Google, Operation Trick YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. And if you stuck with us all season, then I think we've earned our share.
Yeah, I mean, we're the gift to keep on giving.
Right? So. We're hilarious, and we know it. Whether or not we know football or not, Tamsy disagrees.
Whoa. I speak for yourself.
All right.
I definitely know ball.
All right. First category here.
Okay.
Player of the season. Player of the season. I am taking nominations for player of the season.
I think the easiest layup one to throw out there is probably Holland. That is not going to be my nominee. But that's the easy one to throw out, right? He's the Golden Boot winner, second year in a row.
I'm with you.
I would argue I don't think he had a particularly great season, which is really comical and joke provoking to say that he didn't have a good season while he scored what was it, 27 or 29?
27.
It was a boatload of goals.
Yeah, 900.
Yeah. I don't think he particularly played very well, and he was injured a good portion of it. Maybe that played into it. My nominee for player of the year is Ollie Watkins.
Ooh, you took mine. You took mine.
Oh, well, we could have the same.
I'm with you. That's going to be my nominee was Watkins.
Ollie Watkins played his little hiney off all year.
13
What
assists.
Was he 20 and 14, 20 and 13?
Where is he in goals? I don't he is 19 and 13.
19 and 13. What a season. Holy crap.
Brad did that the most inefficient way possible by pulling up the golden boot list and looking for just transfer market, bro.
I got premierleague.com/stats up here, sir. We're the official stats.
Okay, I think Ollie Watkins is a good shout. I'm gonna go a different way. I am gonna nominate a City player, but it's not the City player that the Premier League chose. In Phil Foden, I'm gonna nominate my player of the year would be Kevin De Bruyne, and let me explain why. Because
I need an argument here. I need a solid argument here because he's only played 10 games.
That's my point, and it was more than 10 games, Brad. My point is he got injured early in the season, and City were fighting for third. They were scrounging, they were struggling. And when Kevin De Bruyne came back in, what was it, late January, something like that, they went on their tear, and the team became the team was missing something when Kevin De Bruyne was not in it, and City became they got to that next level, that upper echelon that they normally get to, because Kevin De Bruyne came back from injury. And so I think the reason why City won the league was that Kevin De Bruyne came back. and
Okay.
was healthy for the end of the season.
You guys know I got to get my homer pick in here.
It's not Cole Palmer. Go away.
33 goal contributions. I think he has to be on the
Is he
list.
just-
Why?
I'm
is
not
he
voting
just
for him. Huh? 33 goal contributions. That's the highest in the league. That means he had 11 assists, second in goals, second in assists. I think that deserves a nomination. I'm not saying he wins. I'm saying he should be nominated.
Sure, he can be on a
Alright.
short list.
That's what I'm saying. We're making the short list,
All
and
right.
then we pick who won.
Well, if
So
we're making
let's
if
hammer
we're
out
making
our-
if we're making a
let's-
short list, then I'm throwing out Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice,
Only
and
one.
Saka.
You get one of them. You
Nah,
you don't
this
get
is
three,
this
you get
this
one.
is player.
You get
This is
one.
no, not
You-
for this section, Brad. You just said player of the year, and so if we're making a short list, then I'm throwing out those
Okay.
3 Arsenal players deserve to be on the short list. I think I think Kevin De Bruyne was more impactful to his team than almost anyone else in the league.
I think I would argue that Ollie Watkins is the reason that Aston Villa are playing Champions League football next year for probably the first time. I'd imagine that's their first not their first European competition, because I'm pretty sure they've won a European competition.
they have a UEFA Cup
but
when it was the top competition.
I would need to think about it, but this is their first Champions League, right?
Since the rebranding of the Champions League.
In whenever that was.
It's entirely possible.
Late 90s, I believe.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I think Ollie Watkins had a great year, but I'm not sure they were as one-dimensional as. And I don't think this is what you're claiming. I don't think you're claiming that they're one-dimensional and they're there because of Ollie Watkins. I think Ollie Watkins played a significant portion in getting them to where they were, but they were solid defensively. They have a great goalkeeper. They figured out their center back pairing. They were stout through the middle. McGinn and Luis, and they had good attackers. So I think.
Speaking
They
of
were
McGinn, did
consistent.
you guys see Joel absolutely blow off my McGinn little cheap replacement for Gramarish?
Yeah,
I thought that was a really great. I thought that was a halfway decent idea. You sell Gramarish for 100, you get McGinn for 50, 60. There's a gap in talent there, sure. But McGinn's a solid player. He's 30-something years old.
Didn't you also try and pawn Anthony Robinson off on Newcastle as well?
Anthony Robinson had a great year.
One, though.
Great year, by the way.
That's an interesting one. But
he was one of the best left backs in the league, and probably the best Fulham player for them this year. Not that we're doing Fulham player of the years, but he was it. I'm just saying.
No, it was Broja, bro. It's Broja. No,
don't make me look up Broja's stats.
There's none to look at.
Yeah, he played 5 minutes.
Joke. Yeah. You know what's interesting? None of us said Phil Foden or had an argument for Phil Foden.
I mean,
I don't think he was that good.
And he won. I mean, I get he's probably the best player on City this season.
I'm not even sure that's true.
Season.
Maybe if you look at the totality of 38 games.
But and best
I don't want to
player,
foreshadow,
best team, but
when we get to team of the year, and are we giving away the shit we're doing with it?
I haven't said that yet.
All right, I've got a completely unnamed person on City that I'm saving for that, because that is the best player on the team, and we'll argue that in just a few minutes. But I'm pretty passionate about that one, so we're gonna lay that one out.
It's gonna be spicy.
We're gonna lay that one out when we get to it. But
for this, I think I'm going with Sean here with Watkins. I think Aston Villa were a huge surprise. There are other factors, but Ollie Watkins did his thing up top. I think they didn't have many injuries. They had 1 or 2 defenders, I think. They had 1 defender out for a while, but that was pretty much it. A consistent team, and he balled. So I hear you, KDB. KDB did not play enough.
That's fair.
I mean, that's Watkins.
All right.
So Watkins
echo sentiments about. So James, to your point, we're not saying that Villa are one-dimensional, and if Ollie Watkins doesn't play, they aren't where they are. I think it's the same argument as Kevin De Bruyne, that they were okay. City were okay without him, but better with him. I think the same could be said about Watkins and Villa, because this right here, the if you guys refer to the graph I sent you in pre-production, um, where Timo Werner, I was pointing out Timo Werner, but Leon Bailey is clustered with Florian Wirtz and Rafael Leao. That is basically what this graph is saying. He is just as good in production wise as those two players, and
Okay,
that's a heck of a comparison for him.
fair enough.
Um, Even though you were trying to throw out John McGinn, Leon
What's
Bailey is a
w-
heck of a player.
so Red Card Radio gives the award to Ollie Watkins. Who's next up? What's next up, Brad?
We are going young player of the season. Young player of the season. And I want to kind of have like, I think
What's the
a
qualification?
I
definition
think
is
we could.
important
Yeah,
here.
we need the
I
qualification.
I think this has to be like this was their first season that they played the majority of the games.
Okay, so Foden's out, Palmer's out.
No, this is Palmer's intro season. Palmer's 100% in. This Saka is out.
Yeah,
Palmer
Palmer
also
played
not
like
under
2 games
23.
last year. Huh?
Palmer didn't play a lot for City
Saka's
last year.
Saka's also like 27. He doesn't qualify for the.
He's
young
20.
player.
He's not
He's
27.
20. Yeah, he's young. He's a young.
He's like 31. He's old.
45, I think. Okay, are we just conceding this to Cole Palmer? I mean, like, who else was nominated?
No.
I don't remember who
think
in the
so.
Premier League was nominated.
You could put up I'd put up Udogi, I'd put up Manu, and you know who else I would put up? Lewis Miley.
Lewis Miley had a heck of a
Lewis
season.
Miley was
I
balling
think they
until he got hurt.
definitely needs to be a tip of the cap to Lewis Miley. I have the definitive answer for you. It's Mickey Van de Ven. He not only qualifies for it.
How old is
one of the
Mickey
best
Van de
center backs,
Ven?
22 years old.
I thought it was U20. I thought it was a U21 award.
I thought it was U23. If that's, I need to go back to the drawing board. If
He's
it's
still 23
U21.
years old. So it's under 23. So and he's 23. I'm okay with the nomination, but this is Cole Palmer all the way.
Yeah, I don't think I have much argument with that.
I don't think there's any way to argue against it. Unfortunately,
we gave him a lot of shtick about his goals from the spot, but he scored enough other goals that it kind of washed. Yeah, he has 10 from the spot, but he also scored like 23 goals this year. So
Yeah,
So,
22 in the league. The first
what are we're splitting hairs here.
first Chelsea player to score 20 goals since like Diego Costa.
this is 2023.
Hmm?
Okay, so fans can choose from 8 players who are aged 23 and under at the start of 2023. Okay, so this doesn't make a lick of sense to me.
It doesn't.
So
I hate this for the young player. Yeah.
Eight players were nominated.
Van de Ven turned 23 a month ago, by the way.
Okay,
So
hold on. Let me tell you who the 8 players who were nominated for this award. You had Phil Foden, Erling Haaland, Isak, Manu, Palmer, Saka, Saliba, and Udogi. If Phil Foden is the player of the year, then by default, he has to also be the young player of the year if he's nominated for that award. Now, the problem is these are fan awards, and so it's fan votes. But if I don't know.
Did we have this conversation with Saka?
We did have this conversation with Saka.
Yeah, that was
And how did
that was a
Saliba
few
get
years
on this
ago where he
list?
won player of the year, but not young player of the year, or something along those. Was it the exact same situation with Saka?
I don't think so. I don't think Saka's won the Premier League Player of
No.
the Year.
Or maybe it was the opposite, where he won Young Player of the Year, but was not in the
Haaland.
short list.
Yeah, I think Haaland won
Not in
Player
the
of the
short-
Year, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, it's stupid.
Yes.
Okay, let's just move on because I think it's Cole Palmer. I don't think anyone's got an argument against Cole Palmer.
All right. Since Chelsea's looking for a coach, not a manager, it's now coach of the season, guys, not manager of the season.
Okay, so Coach of the Season.
Coach of the season. All right. So we have I think I mean you have to put Pep in there. I think you have to give Unai a shout. I'm gonna say this one, and I know, Homer, but the amount of injuries Poch had to deal with, like I think Poch getting European football deserves a nomination. anybody against that? If anybody's against it, we can take it off. Like, I'm
Yes, I
okay
am
removing
100% against it.
Yeah, I don't think you can consider
You
Poch.
guys,
it. Okay, that's fine. 58 injuries.
if you got fired at the end of the season, you can't win the award.
There's an argument that he actually was involved in quitting.
Yeah,
And it was like the
yeah.
legit
It was a
mutual arrangement.
like,
Yeah,
they both walked away.
I mean, like, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Arteta. Like, if you're gonna throw Pep out there, I think I have to mention Arteta.
I mean, Pep won something.
Okay.
Sorry, it slipped out. I'm sorry, slipped out.
I think I've got to defend my boy here. I think I've got to throw out an argument for Ange Postecoglou. I think completely flipping
If you're
the
not
team
letting
on its head.
if you're not putting Poch on this list, I'm not putting Ange on this list.
Ange is
Y'all
employed.
fell off at the
first
end
of
of
all,
the season.
so let's start there. Ange is
No.
employed.
I think the biggest argument against Ange is that they lost 5 of their last 6 games.
Yeah.
And
Y'all
Okay,
fell off
recency
hard.
bias.
no,
How about the other points we scored this year?
Sure. I think we look at it in totality though. And my point though is that had Spurs not fallen off so precipitously in the last 10 games of the season, then I would hear your argument. But they just didn't they didn't have any answers in those last 10 games, especially in the last 6 where they lost 5 of them. Like there was something wrong. Was it system? Was it tiredness? Was it just a tough run-in? But like something happened and Spurs just were in a funk for a month and a half.
First of all, you could make the argument that Spurs actually did beat Arsenal down the stretch. That should have happened.
What?
Refs. There were 3 penalty calls that
Okay.
should have won the game.
And
So anyway, we're not rehashing this, but
you forgot about the 4-1 for the 1-4 Tottenham Hotspur victory over Chelsea.
oh, when we, back in September, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. The moral victory 3 points. No, I'm not. I don't
Come
think
on.
Ange makes the list.
Ange had to completely flip a roster and lost the best player in the world, and he's managed 5th.
If you said 58 injuries doesn't matter, then Harry Kane leaving Spurs doesn't matter.
Okay, the best player in the world leaving your team doesn't matter.
We have like 15 players leaving our team.
I'm not sure Harry Kane is the best player in the world.
I was going to slip it in there until somebody said something.
B, I think everyone knew Harry Kane was leaving once the money got right. I think Ange. I don't think
expectation of losing that player is some type of
like I said, John. I think we have to look at the fact that something happened with Spurs over the last month and a half, and I think that the coach has to take some culpability there. I mean, I think my argument for Arteta is that he took a team last year that scored the most goals in the league, and while we didn't score quite as many goals as Manchester City, we conceded significantly fewer goals this year, especially if we compare it to last year. We amassed more points this year than we did last year, and we took the title race to the final day. What's your hands up for, Brad?
You scored 3 more goals in the league this year than last year.
No, I meant we didn't score as many as City. I was saying we were the top goal scoring team last year, I think.
Yep.
Maybe not last year. Maybe City pipped us at the end. I'm not sure. But
City destroyed y'all.
Oh, okay. We had
we
had the best defense in the league this year with a new goalkeeper on the side. I think that we're going up against the best team in the world, and we took them to the very last day.
All right, who's the manager of the year?
Arteta.
Unai.
It's Unai. Sorry to overrule you.
Arteta did all.
I really wanted to give it
second again.
Can't trust Chelsea and Tottenham fans for anything.
I really wanted to give it to Eddie Howe. You guys know I've been fighting for that but even the Newcastle fan doesn't want to give it.
I think the same.
I thought that was a heck of a job.
I think the same argument that I have against Ange Postecoglou is the argument that I would have against Eddie Howe. Is that like Newcastle were up and down all year, and I understand they had a lot of injuries. They had a short squad to begin with. They had a lot of like painful results in Europe, but I don't know.
And they're not playing European football next year.
All right, Brad, what's next? We got anything left?
Transfer of the season.
Declan Rice. Declan Rice.
I think, I was going to say, I think we can just 3-2-1 that.
Brad's going to say it's Cole Palmer. Brad's going to argue it's Cole Palmer because it was cheaper. It was cheaper than Rice. Without Cole Palmer, Chelsea would have been relegated. Somebody else would have scored those 10 penalties that Cole Palmer scored.
No, because they didn't, because he wasn't the penalty taker at the beginning.
All right.
Anyways, I will concede this that it is Rice to still stay in second place. But
Declan Rice took an already good Arsenal midfield and took it to like an entirely another level. Like it was.
Yeah, they got second again.
Okay, Brad, you can keep saying that all you want. Your team.
You did increase, but you guys did get 5 points more. Hey, we went from 12th to 6th. Like I'm happy.
I'm glad that you're happy. I'm glad that you're happy you finished 6th, man. I am so glad for you.
Hold on a second. After the season where I had packed up everything on my Chelsea kits, my Chelsea swag, everything, for us to come back and finish in European position, I am happy with that.
After the money that you spent over the last 18 months, I'd hope you'd finish in the Europa League.
You're not wrong.
Oh, but you're in the Conference League. Sorry, I got that mixed up.
Yeah, you did. It's okay.
Yes.
We just want to finish Europe.
By the way, did you guys watch that?
The FA Cup.
Absolutely shocking defending on both goals.
All right.
They were still drunk.
Anyways, not that we're breaking down that game, but it was absolutely
let's get into the spice.
I guess we should mention the fact that United beat City in the FA Cup final.
United beat City for the
FA Cup. No, it's old. It's old news now.
It's old hat. Who cares?
Knocking Chelsea down from Europa to Conference League and knocking Newcastle United out of European football. All right, let's get into the spice. This one's going to be fun. This one is going to be fun. I think this is what we've been waiting for.
All right.
We are doing team of the season.
You're going to set the table for us?
But there can only be one player from each team. Once that team has been selected, they are no longer eligible.
Once the team,
Once that team is selected.
Once a team has a player
selected, that team is no longer eligible. No other players on that team are eligible. This is where it gets interesting.
Now, here's a question for you. Say we wanted to take a player that was on loan at Brentford. Would that also? And they're an Everton player, and they're on loan at Brentford. Which teams are eliminated? Is it only Brentford, or is it also Everton? Or
he kicked the ball for both.
All right. Who are we picking for goalkeeper? We're gonna go back. Do we agree 4-3-3?
Yep, 4-3-3. Starting from the back. Goalkeeper. I'm going. Emmy. It's Emmy or Pickford.
Nope. I got a different player for.
I have a different one. I have a different.
Okay.
No way.
This is why I'm interested in this. Okay.
So I'm taking.
I think we got to go Pickford.
I think we take Allison Becker here.
Oh, so you don't like Salah or Trent?
Well, the thing is,
or Van Dijk. You don't like Virgil this year?
I don't.
Yeah. I'm with him. I'm with him. I want Allison.
Yeah. I don't think we're taking Van Dijk. I don't think we're taking Salah because at the right forward position, there's going to be a lot of argument. I don't think. I mean, you could make an argument for Trent, but I do think that there will be other players that will be argued for. So
I think the only.
I think Trent's the only other one that you could. I think Trent's the only one.
No. I got two, McAllister and Sabalazai. Those are the two players I would argue for. They had, especially McAllister, had a great season.
I think there's too much argument in the midfield for either one of them.
Yes. So I'm with James. It's Allison.
Left back.
Left back.
Wait, you went left back first? It's always right back first. Right back.
Sorry, right back. I'm a lefty. I went left. Left to right. That's how you read.
Yeah, but the right back on a team is the number 2. Brad.
Oh.
All right back.
We got. Well, we can't use Trent. Trent is out.
I wouldn't.
Gusto? Kidding.
I think it's Trippier.
Yeah.
I think it's Trips.
I think my vote.
He had not a very good season.
He had a not very good final third of the season, but he was very good at the beginning in the first 2/3 of the season.
He fell off very much so, but yeah.
I mean, what other
mean-
who else are you arguing for?
Poro?
No. No.
The dude can't cross his football to save his life.
Go Juan Bissaka.
No.
No.
I don't want to take Ben White because I have a different Arsenal player. And that's the only reason why I wouldn't want to select Ben White here is because I have a different Arsenal player in mind. I guess you could make an argument for Kyle Walker, but I think we also have different city players that we want to bring into that squad. I think the reason why the only reason why you wouldn't take Trippier here is if you're going to take Isak at number 9. I think those are the only arguments because I don't think Bruno Guimaraes gets in the midfield either.
I think I've got it.
Okay.
Can we go Soufal from West Ham?
No, because I have a different West Ham player I want to take.
Really?
I
All
do.
Right, are we settling on Juan Bissaka?
Goodness, no.
No, Chips.
I think it's got to be.
Already written.
Do you have another Newcastle player that you're going to argue for?
He's like maybe Guimaraes in the middle, but I don't think so. I think there's better midfielders.
Well, you'll find out when we get to that position, won't you, James?
But if we eliminate you with Trippier, like you need to tell us why we can't have Trippier here.
Yeah.
Isak.
No. Striker's either going to be Watkins or Holland. Like, let's pencil that in.
All right. Trippier it is. Fine. I'm overruled.
When you said Ollie Watkins, he's like, oh, I did pick Ollie Watkins as my player of the year. I have to put him in the
team. Let's move on to center back.
That ended there. All right.
It's Christian Romero.
Right-sided center back.
Saliba.
It's Christian Romero.
We have 2 center back positions.
But there's one right-sided and there's one left-sided.
I think we just take 2 center backs. I don't think we get into the minutia of left or right.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're doing 2 center backs.
All right, there's got to be a Tottenham player. If you're not using Romero here, who are you going with? Because it's not any of our midfielders. I know that.
Wait. Can you say that again? I just want to make sure we get that recorded.
I said it's definitely one of our midfielders.
Nope. I mean, I don't think you can make an argument that William Saliba was not the best right-sided center back in the league. So, but if we're not getting into the detail of right-sided versus left-sided center back, we have to have Saliba as one of them. Do you guys agree with that?
Yes.
Who are you?
I hate to, but yes.
Who pick 2 center backs better than Saliba this year, Sean?
He's gonna say Van de Ven and Romero.
All right, we'll go Saliba. So then, who's the other one?
Make your argument for Romero.
He's the best player in the league.
Okay,
That's
this is the
you
most.
Sound like me.
No. He is. Oh, he is absolutely one. He is a top 3 center back in the league, hands down. And I know you have your quarrels with how physical he is and how rough he is, and he doesn't get enough fouls and blah blah blah. I can hear that argument. He's definitely not shy to go in, but he gets the ball more often than he doesn't.
What I will say to you is that I'm willing to concede Christian Romero over a Ruben Dias or a Gvardiol because I have other City players that I want to put in the team.
Okay.
All right. So I will hear an argument. I will hear an argument for Ruben Dias.
But I don't want to.
That might be the 3. Is Diaz, Romero, Saliba. That might be the 3.
Yeah.
You get Gvardiol out of here. That dude is not, first of all, not a center back. And second of all, Romero's clear. Well clear.
All right. But I'm not going to make an argument for Ruben Diaz because I've got other City players.
All right. Left back. Jedi Robinson. I'm going to Anthony Robinson.
You're legitimately picking Anthony Robinson?
Yes. I mean, can you bring me somebody else? Andrew Robertson was injured the whole time. Luke Shaw is a trash can. We have Saliba, so you can't say Tomiyasu.
Robertson?
You can't say Andrew Robertson because we have Allison.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can't put Odogi because we got Romero.
Oh, am I taking? I don't.
This is where this gets fun. This is where this
Luke
gets
Shaw?
started. Hell no.
Luke
No,
Shaw.
Luke Shaw is not getting on this team.
Why?
Luke Shaw was injured for most of the season.
I know. I
They had to get red.
Nori.
They had to bring.
I Nori, the Wolves player. I
Mm.
Nori's the best left back in the league. Maybe
It's
he's a very it's extremely good. That's who our I Nori had a really
I'm not
great
mad
year.
at that, but I think Jedi's better.
What about
And maybe it's
Estupiñán?
an American.
What about
Huh?
Estupiñán at Brighton and Hove Albion?
He was
he's a
playing Cam,
defensive
bro.
mid. Yeah,
But he is
a
their
midfielder.
No, he's not.
Well,
Playing Cam.
All right,
bro.
so we're between Anthony Robinson, the
I'm
lone American who
I'm
maybe
taking
make it.
I'm taking anyone other than Anthony Robinson.
So I Nori.
I'll take Nori. I'm okay with that.
All right. Out Nori. Fine. I will be.
I still think Luke Shaw is a better shout than that, but
He's a scrub. All right. Center mid, Cam. I guess. Are we gonna do 3 center mids? I don't know. Or we want to do the 3 center mids? The Cam, CDMs, whatever.
I want 1 6 and 2 8s.
Okay. However you want. They're all center mids. Whatever we pick, then we can assign them their roles. This is. I mean,
This is the
we did Trips. We can't do Bruno.
This is the easiest one.
Okay.
It's Roger.
I don't.
Roger is the engine that drives City.
I agree with you, but who else are you taking? Like what's your midfield 3? So you got Rodri, and then who are your other 2?
Well, you took Declan Rice from me because you argued Saliba till your face was blue.
I did.
So I guess that leaves Palmer and
Palmer is not a Cam.
Man, did I screw myself by arguing so hard for Saliba?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Because my midfield had Martin Odegaard in it as well.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I can't do that anymore.
You screwed this. You screwed the pooch.
And I can't have Declan Rice either. Oh, dang.
No.
All right, I'll take Rodri. Bruno Fernandes. And
I hate writing that name down, but I will.
Rodri, Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's tough. That third one is tough.
Paqueta?
Google lists.
Do we have a Villa player yet? We don't have a Villa player yet, right? Oh, we're gonna take Ollie Watkins though.
Paqueta's at West Ham.
But yeah, we can't take Paqueta. He's a cheat.
I know. I was just kidding. I was kidding.
So Google lists Eze and Elise as midfielders. I don't know how much you want to trust that because
they are like
I have eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
I have eyeballs, and they do not play midfield.
Who?
Eze and Elise.
No, they're left mid. I mean, you said left mid, right mid, but they're left wing, right.
Yeah,
wing.
that's it's listing them as midfielders.
No,
I don't
maybe we have to swap Pickford for Allison and take a Liverpool midfielder here.
Yeah, we're gonna swap out Pickford for Allison and take McAllister.
Well, if we're gonna take
Bruno,
Rodri, I think you do Rodri, Szoboszlai, and
No, you can't go Szoboszlai.
Why not?
No, it's got to be McAllister. McAllister had a better year than Szoboszlai.
Okay,
you did.
I'm willing.
Yeah, so it would be Rodri, McAllister, and Bruno.
Yeah,
you got your 6 and 2 8s.
I think so. Dang.
All right, left wing. Left wing.
All right. Maybe this
Owen?
is Eze. Bowen's a right.
Yeah. Bowen's on the right.
Does he not come off the right? Yeah.
Yeah, Bowen's the right. Bowen is the right winger, and that's the West Ham player that I was going to argue for, was Jared Bowen.
You're losing that to Cole Palmer.
Yeah, you probably are.
I don't think Cole Palmer's a right winger in my team.
He's played right wing for most of the season.
Cole Palmer is a right-sided midfielder in my team, so I'm fighting for Jared Bowen.
But we've already hammered out the midfielders, and he's not on the team so far. So.
You're correct, Sean. Very, very,
He's the
very
right-
adroit.
He's the right winger. He's the right winger. Already decided.
Sean's gonna have the deciding vote. You said left side. Okay, so we need a left. We need a left.
Run the left winger.
It's
Yeah, I'm down with it.
Is Eze the
Eze.
left?
I think Eze.
Eze.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Eze had a
That's fine.
great end of the
He had
year.
a fantastic end of the year. Like Mateta could be a part of the striker here. We
think-
doing Watkins as striker?
Watkins is the
Chris-
striker.
Chris Wood?
Cole Palmer.
You could make an argument for Chris Wood.
Get away from me. Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, well, we
Chris Wood.
intentionally took Trippier so we wouldn't have Isak. We don't have access to Holland, so I think Ollie Watkins is our number 9.
Richarlison's out because of Romero. Yeah.
Get your pigeon and get off my field.
There could have been a really strong
hold on,
argument for Son
hold
at
on.
left wing
Hold on.
if we don't take Romero.
Son was not
I
as
got
good
a
as you.
striker. I got a striker
Son had
here.
17 goals and 12 assists, dude.
Yeah, but my eyes tell me he wasn't good this
assists.
year.
He had 10 assists.
Okay, league gunner.
Anyways, I have a striker to argue against Ollie Watkins.
Okay.
The Solanke Panky.
No, Ollie Watkins had a
it's
better
still
year than
Watkins.
him.
Both had 19 goals.
Love Solanke Panky, but it's Watkins.
I know, but I had to present an argument for somebody. And then right wing is Cole Palmer, and that's our team of the season, guys.
Whoa. I'm advocating for Jared Bowen. In this team, I think
Ow.
that we need players who aren't going to monopolize the ball. I think we need players that are going to make runs behind the defense. And Jared Bowen, could you imagine Jared Bowen making darting runs behind the left backs with Fernando's feeding the ball through?
Could I suggest something for midfield that can allow for Bowen to be in play?
Okay.
Or to take Bowen away from... Sorry, Brad. Let's take Bowen away from him.
No.
Oh, Souček.
How about Kudos over Bruno? Kudos had a great season over Bruno in the midfield, and that takes Jared Bowen away.
I don't like Bruno, so I'm down. I'm voting with you, Sean.
Kudos had a great season. He was a really important player for them.
And
he did.
You could probably argue for he should probably got a nom for young player of the season.
He did have a good year.
We're doing it.
So I think we overlooked Kudos, and
We did.
And I think Bruno. I think a midfield of Rodri, McAllister, and Kudos. We have a really strong midfield with that.
Is that what we're doing this for? I thought we were picking the best players. You only pick one per team.
Yeah, but we
It is, but I overlooked Kudos earlier. I wanted to recall back to it because he definitely had a better season than Bruno. I think we all can agree, if anybody's watched West Ham games, Kudos was an extremely important player for them.
I'm with you.
I think
this way, our player of the season and our young player of the season are in the team as they should be.
I disagree with Cole Palmer. I think the only reason why he gets in the team is because we can't have Salah, we can't have Saka, we can't have Kulusevski.
Saka did not have a great season. Don't argue me, he did.
Okay,
And
that's you're entitled to your opinion.
I'm not saying he had a bad season because
Apparently
his standards are here. His standards are here, where this is where he should be performing, and he didn't do it this year. It's not. It's an off season for him.
What are you talking about?
All right,
trash. No,
he
didn't have it. I don't think you would argue that he had a phenomenal team of the year season.
I would argue that he had a great season. All right, let's look at this.
He's an integral player that can't be. He's not going to be. I don't think he's in jeopardy of getting benched or anything. He's fine. But
all right, he had
have a very
16 goals, 9 assists this year. Are you just comparing it to last year, where he had 14 goals and 11 assists last year in the Premier League?
Brad.
Dang. All right. Let's do
Brad, he just listed his goals, right?
Yeah.
16, 9 assists.
Yeah.
After saying Human Son had a bad season, I have Ice Mate. He wasn't very good. Where Son had 17 goals and 12 assists.
I did hit you with I have Eyes Mate.
Are you listening to this? And then Saka had a worse one, and he's arguing me that it's a great season.
Saka was played differently than Son.
All right, so Sun had a exceptional season, or
No,
Sokka
no.
had a bad one. Which one
No,
is it?
like Sokka was double teamed. They were closing down spaces on him as much more than
And
Sun.
Sun gets double teamed. Have you?
Nah,
All
they
right,
gave
let's
him
move on.
space because he's a bum. All right,
Guys, that's it. That's the team of the season.
all right, Brad,
So,
run down the team for us.
all right. So at goalie, we have Jordan Pickford. At
Right.
right back,
There's got to be a better player that we could have picked. The Jordan Pickford.
Yeah,
Jeez.
hold on.
Wasn't
there
the Brent?
has to be a better keeper.
Wasn't the
Leno?
No,
Oh, nah.
no.
No, absolutely not.
I'm looking at who had the most clean sheets. Leno was third. Onana
Leno?
was fifth.
How about the
Mark
Sheffield
Flecken?
How about the Sheffield goalkeeper? Because he was fighting for his life all year.
No, bro. Oh, we put Eze in, so we can't put your boy in.
We can't put Sam
What?
Johnston in. Yeah.
Wes Fotheringham was his name. He was absolutely fighting for his life. 100 and was it 103 goals given up?
I'm gonna argue.
104.
All right,
Kaminsky,
whatever.
right?
All right,
-6.
Minsky.
Brad, just go through our
All right.
list as we already made it. We're running out of time.
All right, we got Pickford in goal. We got Trippier on the right. Saliba at center back. Romero at center back. They're both somehow going to make two right-footed center backs happen. I think that's a thing we can do. Left back, Altnuri from the Wolves. Our center midfield consists of Rodri from City, Kudos from West Ham, McAllister from Liverpool, Eze on the left, Watkins as the striker, and Palmer on the right. Our player of the season, Red Card Radio's player of the season, Ollie Watkins. Red Card Radio's young player of the season, Cole Palmer. Red Card Radio's manager of the season, Unai Emery. Transfer of the season, Declan Rice. Which, because of the argument of Saliba, he did not make the team of the season. It's only one player per team.
I did screw myself there.
James argued so hard for Saliba, he forgot about Odegaard and Declan Rice.
Yeah, the problem is there's just so many good Arsenal players that I can only get one of them in the team. Let us know who your team of the year is using our strict rules as well, only one per club. It makes it very difficult, I think, because if we were just picking the team of the season, it would, Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tamiyasu, it would have been really easy for us.
Yeah.
But since we had to pick one, we can only pick one from each team. Hit us up on Twitter. That guy is at KSBradG on the top over there. Down below, it's at Whiteheart_Sean. I'm at James Tiffany. Collectively, we are Redcard_Radio. And we'll be back next week. We'll probably be doing Sheets of Integrity next week because the Champions League final will have taken place. And so if you made predictions early in the year, we will see if we can dig those out and we'll talk about them. But until then, have a good one, and we will see you all soon.